Hi ladies, welcome back to Fertility Mom. We're having some camera issues, we're having some lighting issues, so I wasn't able to get up last week's video. We're going to have to do it on the computer today. I hope you can hear me and see me okay, because today we're going to be talking about how to thicken your endometrial lining fast. Ladies, welcome back to Fertility Mom. If you want all the science-based tips, tricks, and secrets for how you can get pregnant naturally and faster, then subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you know when I give you new stuff every week. I'll be here every week for you, unless I'm having a camera problem, which I did last week. But don't, we're doing it on the computer. Imperfect is better than none at all. So I'm here anyways, regardless of all of the drama that has occurred. So today we're going to be talking about how you can thicken your endometrial lining or thicken your uterine lining naturally and fast. The stuff that you can do at home easily without any kind of invasive anything. This is just easy lifestyle stuff. So some reasons you might have found this video, some reasons you might be looking to thicken your uterine lining would be if you're preparing for an IVF cycle, if you're having your eggs retrieved soon, or if you're actually going to be having a transfer done soon and your doctor has mentioned to you that you have a less than ideal endometrial thickness, then you might have found this video. If you're preparing for a frozen embryo transfer, you might also be looking for this information. Or if you've had anything similar to a dilation curettage, if you've had a miscarriage recently and you had a DNC done, those procedures actually remove more uterine lining to make sure that they have everything out so that your body can reset and re-prepare to get pregnant. You might be looking to actually help your body really increase that uterine thickness so that it can actually prepare and be ready to get pregnant. So just a quick review of endometrial lining thickness. What we're looking for is a lining that is at least 8 millimeters or more. And this is because there's been a lot of research that suggests that women who have a thicker endometrial lining, at least of 8, it could be 9, 10, 11, 12, could be up there. But women that have a lining that is at least 8 have greater chances of pregnancy, and they also have more live infant births that result from those pregnancies. So they have less incidences of miscarriage. Now, there are lots of studies that confirm that women do get pregnant, even with endometrial linings as low as 4 and 5. So it's not totally out of the question that you can get pregnant if you have a less than 8 or ideal endometrial thickness. You can absolutely get pregnant, but it's just more likely to turn into a successful pregnancy if your endometrial lining is thicker. So we're going to be looking for things that we can do at home that help us really get that uterine lining thick enough and prepare your body for pregnancy. One of the main areas that we're going to want to concentrate on when we're looking to increase our endometrial lining thickness are things that actually increase blood flow to your uterus and your ovaries. And a couple of reasons why we want to do this, but just generally is if you increase blood flow, then you increase kind of like the highway to get the bad things out and to get the good things in. So blood flow is going to bring all of the good stuff, the nutrients, all the things that your cells really need to thrive and have enough energy and do all the things that they need to do. And it also carries all of the toxins, all of the bad stuff away and out so that your body can eliminate them properly. And if you don't have enough blood flow, if you have a stagnation, if you have a blockage, then all of those bad things are going to stay around in your cells, and your body is not going to be able to really give your cells the good stuff so that it can actually build that uterine lining. So some of the things that we're going to want to concentrate on to bring in that good blood flow, you can go see a fertility acupuncturist. Acupuncture is really great for a variety of things, and I really highly recommend that if that's something that you really want to do, that you find somebody who's specialized in fertility in your area. So acupuncture is great. You can also do some light exercises, things like walking and jogging, some weightlifting is great. Don't want to go crazy with this. You don't want to be working out 5 hours in the gym because what does that create? That creates a lot of stress on the body. And let's remember, when we have a lot of stress on the body, your body is going to prioritize other things and not fertility, not your reproduction, not your reproductive hormones, not your reproductive organs. It's going to shift all of your blood to your arms and your legs. It's going to shift all your blood to your heart and all the other muscles that it needs to, because it thinks that it's in survival mode because it's so stressed all the time. Another thing that you can concentrate on is doing some castor oil packs, and I have a whole video of castor oil packs that I will link to up in the cards here for you. You can also do things like self-fertility massage, which is a really, really awesome thing you can just do at home if you're on the couch watching TV or right before you go to bed at night. Do a little bit of self-fertility massage to bring that blood back in. And Chinese medicine has some really great theories and really great thoughts about this as well. They say that if you eat warm foods, then you're keeping all the blood kind of like in the center of your body. So you can concentrate on having some warm soups and stews. You can keep socks on your feet to keep all that heat in as well. So those are just some tools and tricks that you can use to help bring blood flow into your uterus and your ovaries so that it can bring in the good stuff and take out the bad stuff. So we talk about some things that increase blood flow. Let's talk about things that you're going to want to concentrate on minimizing so that you can stop decreasing blood flow. So there are some lifestyle things that actually decrease blood flow, such as drinking a lot of caffeine. Now, I love a cup of coffee in the morning. I love 2 or 3 sometimes. But if you're really trying to conceive and you're trying to increase your endometrial lining, you want to limit your coffee to 1 cup at most. I mean, if you must have 2 cups, if you're drinking like 5 cups and down to 2 cups is a big cut for you, then 2 cups fine. But I suggest when you're trying to conceive, no more than 1 cup, which is approximately 95 milligrams of caffeine. Because what does caffeine do? Caffeine actually vasostrics you. It takes your blood vessels and it clamps them up tight so that your blood is like eking through a really tiny hole and it can't really get to everywhere it needs to go, especially in that really the end organs where the blood vessels are really tiny and you don't want to give your blood more work to do. Like if you're really constricting your vessels by drinking a ton of caffeine, then that's not helping you get the blood to the uterus and the ovaries. So you're going to want to minimize caffeine. Another thing, and this goes back to making sure that you're doing light exercise, is you want to make sure that you're not being too sedentary. So if you have an office job where you're sitting from 9 to 5 and then you're sitting in the car for an hour on your ride home and you're sitting. So you're like all squunched up and your uterus and your ovaries are like in this little tight package and blood flow is not really getting in there. You're going to want to make sure that you like stand up at work. If you have one of those cool offices that has those nice stand-up desks or like those treadmill desks where you can actually like walk and work. I would love to have one of those. One day I'm going to have a treadmill desk. My husband is somewhere like, no more stuff. No, but if you have a treadmill desk or you have access to standing while you're working, then absolutely do that. You can even like be a little crazy and do some like wall squats or something or like leg lifts to get the blood moving a little bit so that you're not sitting for an hour on your way to work, sitting for 8 hours at work, and then sitting for an hour on your way home, and then getting home and having dinner and sitting, and then getting sitting on the couch. Like that's too much sitting. So light exercise is a must. If you're sitting too much, that might be something that you might be like, that's something I need to work on. So the second thing you're going to want to concentrate on when you're trying to increase your uterine lining is you're going to want to concentrate on decreasing inflammation. I know you saw that coming because if you've seen any of my videos or you followed me on the Facebook page, then you know that I'm a big proponent of decreasing inflammation. And this is because that we're finding so much research across all specialties, across all diseases, that inflammation really is one of the main root causes, even in fertility. So we always want to make sure that we're decreasing inflammation throughout the body, and we can do that through a variety of different lifestyle factors. If you start doing something in every category, then you're really helping your overall body, your overall health, and your overall fertility. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is you're going to work on removing toxins from your life. Now we live in a modern world. You cannot completely cut out all of your exposure to every toxin ever, but you can remove toxins from your home, from your life, the things that you put on and in your body. So you're going to want to concentrate on that. The other thing you're going to want to look at is making sure you're getting adequate sleep. So making sure you're getting enough sleep, because sleep is the restorative time for your cells in your body. It does a lot more than just that. I could do an entire video series on how important sleep is for your health and fertility. But for right now, get enough sleep. And then the overall foundation for how much inflammation you have in your body is your diet and nutrition. It is extremely important that you pay close attention to what you are eating and how you are eating it, because this actually can be the basis for how much inflammation you have in your body. Now, the caveat with this is that a lot of mainstream advice, a lot of fertility diet myths are out there that actually do not serve you in decreasing inflammation, even though they say they do. And this is because a lot of the mainstream information that we have about diet and nutrition is incorrect. It is false. It is not based on science. It is not based on the science of food or how it actually affects your body. So I do have a fertility diet and nutrition program based on the science of food, gives you all the information. It's the most science-based, comprehensive, fertility-specific diet and supplement plan that you'll find. I will link to it down below. You can read more about that if you want. But that definitely is one thing that you're going to want to concentrate on. So adequate sleep, diet, nutrition, removing toxins, those are all things that are going to help drastically decrease inflammation and help you increase your uterine lining. And the third area that you're going to want to concentrate on when you're trying to increase your uterine lining and increase your fertility overall is going to be increasing your consumption of nutrient-dense foods. Now, these are foods like fatty fish, eggs are great, bone broth is fantastic. If you can make yourself a big thing of bone broth and have at least 1 or 2 or even 3 cups a day of that, that's going to be giving your body so much great stuff to help increase your uterine lining. Now, all 3 of these areas that we've talked about go hand in hand. So remember how in the beginning I said you're going to want to increase blood flow to take out the bad stuff and bring the good stuff in? Well, your blood can't bring good stuff to your uterus and your ovaries if you're not actually eating the good stuff. So you want to make sure that you're eating really highly nutrient-dense foods, and I will link up to videos that I have about what kinds of foods those are. You're going to want to increase the intake of those things so that you can increase the good stuff that the blood flow is bringing. You're going to want to remove the toxins out of your lifestyle so that the blood flow that's being increased actually removes more toxins. And also the highly nutrient-dense foods and the really great fertility diet and nutrition and the adequate sleep, all of these things are going to work to decrease the inflammation so that all of this works in concert with one another to actually really help you increase your uterine lining fast. You can do this in a matter of days, and I have seen women do that. So look at all of these things, take stock of what you can change, and really go at it with full force because I know you can do this. I hope you learned something in that video. I hope that you can take some of these things and actually really have a positive impact on your endometrial lining so that you're prepared for your IVF and you're prepared for your frozen embryo transfer, or that you're getting your uterine lining really set for your next cycle after a D&C. Let me know down in the comments if this was helpful for you. Give me a like button so that I know that you found this helpful. Definitely subscribe and hit the bell because I want you to have this information. It does no good in my head if I'm not giving it to other people. And also in the comments down below, let me know what questions you have, what videos you want to see coming up, because I've got a running list from some of the ladies that are in my nutrition group and other ladies that are on the Facebook page. They're sending me messages and emails every day with questions that they have, and I'm going to be answering them in videos throughout the next coming weeks. So definitely let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see. If you want to see a video about self-fertility massage or about the self-care products that you can use to help remove toxins so that you can have a better TTC lifestyle, then definitely hit me up there. But I definitely hope that you will check out the nutrition program that I think is going to be awesome for you in helping decrease inflammation, creating optimal health and optimal fertility. And I shall see you next time, hopefully with a camera. But if not, this is good too, right? Imperfect is better than nothing. All right, ladies, I shall see you next time. Bye.